Hi, this is the Alto's session to explain the differences between the score and the tracks, as there are a few anomalies that we'd like to bring to your attention. So I will start off by saying at the beginning of the tracks, you will hear Simon count 1, 2, 3, 4, followed by a clap. We'd like you to practice the clap. We don't need you to count on the recording this time, we just need you to clap. So please practice that, because if you're anything like me, you clap too soon. So please practice that. Tanya's going to share her screen in a minute, and she's going to take you through all the little anomalies that you will see on the score, between the score and the track. So over to you, Tan.
Thank you very much. Okay, so at the beginning, you'll see that for the first quite a few bars, for what is it, Karen, a minute and...
A minute and 18 is when we actually come in singing.
So we're not doing any of this bit. So we come in part 1, which you will see on the booking sheet, on the timetable. Part 1 for both alto parts begins in bar
23.
Thank you. Bar 23, which is here. Okay. Now I have circled several notes in pink, several words, and it's where on the teach track you will hear a slight kind of grace note, like a bounce onto the note. They're not written in. There's one that's written in, but most aren't written in. Do it as the track does it, so you have those little bounce notes. It's a stylistic thing. It's something that we're told in barbershop not to do. You know, you target the vowel, you target the note straight away. But this isn't a barbershop song, so we can have a bit of fun with it and really loosen up our vocal style. So it's fine to have those kind of bounce notes. There's a lot of them. You'll see them all, as I say, I've circled them all in pink. So you'll have those. You will also see that there are some rather low notes. Okay, if you can't sing them comfortably, don't sing them. Okay, there's no going up an octave. So don't sing the notes if they're uncomfortable. We're really conscious of vocal health, so we don't want anybody damaging anything. So yeah, don't sing them if they're not in your range, if they're not comfortable for you. And if they are, that's absolutely fine. It's perhaps worth pointing out that we're all singing exactly the same thing. So this colour coding, when we're yellow, we're all singing the same thing. So there's 6 parts. We're not going to be missed if we don't sing those notes. Okay. Next.
There's lots of those low notes.
Yeah, there's these, all the red circles, they're all the low notes. Okay,
so they're F sharps and E's. They're low F sharps and E's. So if you're a lady bass, you'll probably be fairly comfortable with them. But if you're a baritone or a lead, you probably won't get down there. So just don't try if you can't do it comfortably, as Tan said. The basses will cover that, those low notes.
Yeah. Now, when you get to bar 47, you'll possibly have already noticed this on the tracks, but Simon sings more an or sound, and it's kind of a darker sound. So it's or with lots of space. And as we move and progress through that or, it's written as R, but it is or. As he progresses through, he moves the sound further and further and further forward, and it becomes quite a forward placed R sound by the end of it. So you'll hear that the dynamics are getting louder, and actually the intensity of the placement is going further forward. So that's just something to note, because it does say R on the score, but you're aiming for more of an or sound and then progressing through into the R.
Can I also point out there, Tan, that at that stage it's 5 bars of a continuous sound. So if you can't make it with your breathing, then do feel free to ninja breathe in the middle of that. Fade out and fade back in gently, so that you can be nice and strong on that R at the end.
Brilliant. Yeah, thank you. Now, bar 54. You'll possibly have heard on the tracks that Simon sings "and every time that you call out." and every time that you call out. That's for all of us. It's a well, I say all of us, it's the sops 1 and 2 and the altos 1 and 2 singing that part. It's on an F sharp, and it's and every time you call out. Yes,
so it's like singing another semiquaver. So you've got a semiquaver rest followed by a semiquaver and, but I think it's probably even shorter than that. It literally is just a bounce, an ev.
and every time that you call out, yeah. So you'll notice that on the track. Go with the track, okay? So I've written it in here. You might want to write that into your music. Here we go. These are more bounce notes. Now bar 72 is where part 2 starts for the altos. So those rehearsals, you can attend any one of those rehearsals, and it could be an alto 1 session leader or an alto 2 session leader. It doesn't matter, okay? We're all singing pretty much the same thing. So it's we've got some cool, yeah, we've got. Carry on, Karen, sorry.
Sorry, Tan, I didn't mean to talk all over you.
That's
yeah,
right.
I was just going to say exactly what you were just about to say. It's a call and response to begin with for the altos, but the rest of it is pretty much the same notes. That's why we're combining the sessions.
Yeah, absolutely. So part 2, you'll see on when you go and do your booking, you'll see that it's altos part 2, and that's this part. So it starts at bar 72. Okay, so here in bar 78, there's an E. It's not sung on the tape. We would like you to sing it. So on this occasion, go with the music. Okay, so Simon doesn't sing that E, but it is there. Okay, and it repeats itself later on in the passage as well. So you'll hear it. There's another one of those bounce notes, and another one, and another one, and another one. Okay, bar 96 is where part 3 starts. Now, part 3 is going to be separate sections. So you will attend either Alto 1 or Alto 2 sessions. Those ones won't be combined, and that's why it's split into three different parts. Okay, so part 3 for us starts on bar 96, and you'll see why here. We're not singing the same. There's call and response going on, and then there's splitting going on. So yeah, we're not singing the same there. And I think the last thing to point out is here, I've written it above as well. On the recording, it's difficult to hear what word is being sung on, and the word should be if, as written on the music. It's kind of a non-word on the track. So just for clarity, we are singing the word if, which is different to the majority of the others, which I believe are when. Is that right?
Yes, all the others are when you need a friend, and this is the only one that's if you need someone. Yeah. So it's different, and Simon wants us to sing few rather than if you. Yeah. So it's more if you need someone to carry you.
Yeah.
And you can see through most of it on the last section, the reason we're splitting the sessions up between the alto 1s and alto 2s is because we sing the occasional same note, but really it's mainly a separate part. This is where it goes into 6 parts, as Simon said in his video earlier today, that most of it is a 3-part song, but part 3 is a 6-part. Oh, it's too many numbers. Part 3, part 2, part 1.
Sharing my screen. So you've got us, lovely people.
Yay!
Just a quick thing to add on. We are going to be doing some straw work during the alto, all of the alto sessions as a warm-up. So please come equipped with a straw and some form of bubbling device. Okay, it doesn't, I mean, this is my children's Christmas bottle that they got in in a pack years ago. It doesn't have to be anything technical. The straw can be pretty much anything really. Not tiny thin straw, not for bubbling in water.
Not the curly whirly straws either that go
No,
all
the
round.
curly
It's
whirly
really
straws will
difficult.
be interesting. That will be a lot of back pressure.
It would, wouldn't it?
You can always, if you don't need to buy a straw, if you've got a pen that the lid and the top come off of, and you can take the pen bit, because otherwise you'll be a bit of a funny colour. But if you can take the innards out, you can use the tube. Okay, so you don't need to rush out and get anything technical or expensive, or buy any sort of singing phonation straw where companies are kind of making lots of money out of you. Any old straw and a bubbling device, whether that be that or a glass of water or squash water.
With a little bit of water in the bottom. You don't want to fill the glass up because you'll end up
because you'll get wet. You'll
getting
get
wet
sprayed when you start to bubble. So please do bring a bubbling device with you. I'm not going to go into technical detail as to what it does or why. All you need to know is it causes less impact on your vocal folds, and there's no collision, and it just takes the stress off of the vocal folds. So we'll go into that into more detail, or there'll be a separate education session on that at some point. But yeah, bring a bubbling device. Brilliant warm up. Anything else to add?
I don't think so, other than to encourage you to watch this video more than once, so that you can mark on your music the things that are marked, because obviously the score itself in the OneDrive has not got the markings that Tan's put on, the pink circles and the red circles. So and also that we don't intend to cover this during the sessions, because it's a long song and we've got split sessions and we've got a lot of ground to cover. We thought we'd cover it all in this little video. So please return to it and come and join the Tan and Karen show.
Yay! And we've got a great team. The Alto 1s and the Alto 2s have got an amazing team. You're going to have a great ride with us. It's going to be it's a great journey, and hopefully you'll have loads of fun, and we will see you at rehearsals. So
yay!
Bye! Looking forward to meeting you all.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.